All or nothing for the Kings 11 Punjab. They have to win in their final home game at Mohali against a Kolkata Knight Riders side that are blowing teams away that come in their path. Now, let's preview that game. It is match number 49 for the Indian Premier League. We've entered this final week of the group stage. So plenty to talk about in a game which both teams have something to play for. Kolkata, of course, want to seal a top 2 spot. Got Akash Chopra and Sanjay Bangar. Both have been part of either franchise in the past. So this should make a fascinating preview. Let's get to match day, match point number 1 and see where we stand with Kolkata's strategic punts paying off. They blew us away by sending that opening combination against Bangalore, but it's not the only thing that Gautam Gambhir has managed to surprise us with. Let's just have a broad breakdown, gents, of what Kolkata have done that maybe other IPL teams can learn from or wouldn't dare do. Tinkering with the opening combination, you wouldn't think that when you have a successful Gambhir and Uthappa standing that you'd play around so much with it. Playing the spinners, Chawla, Yadav and Narayan moved around depending on conditions. Shuffling the battling order as per situation. Colin de Grandin sent it 3 because of net run rate in the last game. And the flexibility in decision making, Coulter-Nile in and out, the use of other overseas players. It's all come only with Kolkata. Akash Chopra, let's get your thoughts. Almost everything they do seems to work. Correct. Great back-end stuff, bold leadership. Where do we point to Kolkata, and do you think it will continue in a very tight phase of the tournament now?
You know, just because you're making a lot of changes doesn't mean that you're doing all the right things, because Delhi Daredevils has done that in the past more than any other team, and they still have languished at the bottom. What Kolkata is doing is that they're preempting things. They know that there is no Andre Russell, so they need firepower at the top. So they've got Lynn, then Narayan, and even when Lynn, Narayan both are available, Robin Uthappa is not there, so Gautam Gambhir automatically just dropped down. Now, being the captain, he's done that. He is a good leader, and he's also blessed with a wonderful side. You spoke about tinkering with your spin department. How many teams do actually have that quality of Kuldeep Yadav, Piyush Chawla and Sunil Narayan? That's a luxury most teams don't have.
Okay, in his 45 seconds with time to spare, wonderful. Let's go to Sanjay Bangar. Sanjay, he's touted as one of the better captains in the IPL, and that he had a squad, even in spite of the injuries and removal of Andre Russell, he's got enough options to play with this season. I just want to know, Gambhir, how much of a role would Gambhir have in this? How much of a role would the think tank have? And what you've made of Kolkata's extraordinary decision making in the tournament. 45 seconds to you.
I think the management is working collectively. Here you need to give credit to Venki Mysore as well. He's doing his job quietly behind the scenes. And then Jack Kallis and Gautam Gambhir. And what they've done really well is that they've assessed the situations, assessed the conditions which are going to be different in this season at Kolkata, the change in the nature of the wicket there, so they're not relying on spinners as that much as they used to in the past. They've gone with a pace attack to bowl in the whenever they played at played at Kolkata. So they've worked out their combinations pretty well, and against teams which have overseas batters in the top order, they are using 3 spinners. So they've got everything worked out, and because of that, they are having rich dividends.
Okay, I have one last question when it comes to Gambhir. Now that we enter the ski phase, including what could be qualifier 1 between Mumbai, Chris Lynn and Sunil Narayan versus Mumbai, the Wankhede, would you go with that? Yes or no? Regardless of situation.
I would still, if Robin Uthappa is, for example, available, let's assume that he's available, I wouldn't do that. Okay. I'll have Gautam Gambhir open, I'll have Robin Uthappa at number 3. Let Sunil Narayan bat at the bottom, because all the runs that Sunil Narayan has scored, no disrespect, no offense, he's been outstanding, 15-ball half century, but most of his runs have come against RCB. Okay. And RCB's bowling attack is less we say about it, the better
Fine,
it is.
Fair enough. Sanjay, yes or no quickly?
A hard, tough one for me, but what Gautam would think is that because Surya Yadav hasn't really done that well for them at number 6, he would be tempted to go in with the same batting order.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on now to our next match day match point, and let's talk a little bit about Kings 11 Punjab. 190, you got that to defend in the last game against a team already out of the competition. You would have relied on your bowling. Now, you might again question whether they have the bowling. What we can tell you is the bowling's improved as the tournament has gone on. If you break down Punjab's season between the first 5 matches and the last 6, you'll see a difference in the average for the better. You'll see a difference in the strike rate for a better. Economy rate more or less the same. I wonder if these numbers do tell the honest enough story. They didn't defend 190 in the last game. That remains a fact, Akash. And they don't go to their overseas seamer. That's the other fact. So now you tell me your thoughts on whether Punjab's bowling indeed has improved. 45 seconds.
It hasn't. For a simple reason that the economy hasn't changed. So even if you've picked like 12 wickets more than what you did in the first 5 games, how does it eventually matter, because you're still leaking as many runs? So if we are conceding 165 runs, which you were conceding before that as well, so T20 cricket is all about, yes, about wickets, but wickets only when you're able to restrict the opposition to a low total. But even after taking wickets, if you're conceding as many runs, then I think it's a fallacy. Don't look at any other number except the economy, because that is telling you the story. 8.45 to 8.37, I don't think it's a huge improvement that you should be very happy about.
Okay, I'd love to ask the man who's worked with a lot of these bowlers, Sanjay Bangar, have they genuinely gotten better? And even if they have, is that good enough in these phases? We saw that game, 24 of 2 overs. You would have wanted that one bowler who could choke the game for you, and Punjab, Glenn Maxwell didn't have anyone to look at. Your thoughts on their bowling?
Yeah, we've been saying that they require an overseas fast bowler, which they haven't opted for so far. I mean, those figures, they've shown some improvement, but the improvement is purely on the basis of 2 games that they had, and one of the game was against Delhi Daredevils, when they bowled them out for 70 odd and defended 135 against RCB. So both these teams are below them in the points table. So whether they're bowling, how they perform in the next 3 games would actually determine whether they've improved or not. But for me, they've still been one overseas bowler short, or at least a quality wrist spinner short in the middle overs.
Okay, will that change? We don't know. Virender Sehwag does not like his overseas fast bowler, but maybe now. Let's see. Let's move to our next match day match point. And while Punjab haven't quite got it right moving their bowlers, Kolkata, the use of their spinners, wow, it's been quite the tournament for Kolkata Knight Riders, even though Sunil Narine might have not been the force with the ball that he once was. Let's just look at the numbers of their spinners and how the management that we've spoken of already has gone about using them. Kuldeep Yadav's played a good amount of cricket this year's IPL, 10 matches, economy of a little over 8, good strike rate. Sunil Narine, by his high standards, strike rate of 28, not necessarily what you expect from him. And Piyush Chawla, just the 4 games and an economy of 9. They've been moved around looking at conditions, Sanjay. Just wonder, looking at Mohali, whether you'd be tempted to play the leg spinner or not. Just your thoughts on how Kolkata have used their spinners. 45 seconds.
Well, they've used 3 spinners on 3 occasions, twice against Gujarat Lions and once against Kings 11 Punjab. Both these teams play 4 overseas batters, so that is what they've preferred to do. But whether they'll do it at Mohali, I don't think so, because they'll require somebody in the pace department, an Indian pace bowler, and somebody like a Rajput would be preferred. Kuldeep Yadav has been doing really well for them, and somewhere in the pecking order, he is slightly more ahead of somebody like a Piyush Chawla. So Narayan and Kuldeep Yadav would still be the 2 top spinners playing at Mohali.
You spoke already of, and some time to spare, I'll go to Akash Chopra now. You spoke already of the resources that they have at their disposal, in spite of Sunil Narine not having the season that he has. Just your thoughts on how Gautam Gambhir has gone about using his spinners, looking at the fact that his frontline spinner hasn't really gone as predicted.
Well, personally, I've got this theory that if you add the economy and the strike rate, and if it's under 25, you are doing a phenomenal job as a spinner. That's what Sunil Narine used to do in the past, about striking at about 15, 16, 17, economy of 7, wonderful. But that has changed, so though he does have a lot of options, but these options aren't as effective as they were in the past because of the conditions that they have changed in the at the Eden Gardens. So he would obviously, he still has options. He has more options than anybody else, and therefore he'll be using them quite judiciously. Will Piyush Chawla play? I don't think so. He's not playing in this game in my side for sure. It will be Kuldeep and Sunil Narine, because wrist spin of Kuldeep Yadav, I think he's been one standout performer as far as KKR is concerned.
Okay, excellent. Always the mathematician, Akash Chopra, and within his 45 seconds, just about. Let's move to our next match day match point. We are talking about Wriddhiman Saha, poor little Wriddhiman Saha, and his poor form hurting Punjab. Now he's been quite the batsman for Punjab when their season's gone well, which I think was under Sanjay Bangar, but let's leave that aside and look at Wriddhiman Saha and compare him with other top batsmen, or rather top 7 batsmen. He doesn't come in a list that you want to be in. Akash, his average is 11.25. He features in a list which includes batsmen, I repeat batsmen, Stuart Binney, Colin de Grandin, Surya Kumar Yadav, and we know Shane Watson's not had it easy this season as well. Numbers that aren't flattering for Wriddhiman Saha for factors beyond his control, or just not the right use of him. Your thoughts? 45 seconds.
You know, on a couple of occasions, I will admit that I was slightly disappointed when he actually just misread the line completely of a spinner, was bowled to a googly, playing inside the line, and the ball actually hit the off stump. So it was slightly surprising for someone of his caliber, but I think his non-performance is based or is due to mishandling of the talent that he has. So Wriddhiman Saha is not your runaway T20 rock star. He's not someone who's actually going to give you like 50, 60, 70 every single game, but you need to persist with him. Whenever he has succeeded in the past, will tell us that has happened only when you've been consistent with him in the top order, top 3. If you don't put him there match after match, it's unlikely that he's going to win you games and fire. He's been below par. Yes, even I'm below par today. I've been taking more than 45 seconds.
No problem.
Sorry about it.
No problem. Sanjay is giving you the little reserve.
I know.
Now, Sanjay, you've said it on our show before. You wanted Wriddhiman Saha to be used more as a batsman. Let's just look at his numbers position-wise, and that will probably illustrate the point that Sanjay Bangar is making. At number 3, strike rate of 110. We're looking, of course, in 2017. If you look overall, his numbers are far better when he bats higher up the order, as it would be for most batsmen. But let's just look at it. Unfortunate because of the composition of the team that Wriddhiman Saha had to be pushed down. But even then, would you recommend that Kings 11 use him differently than they have this season? Your thoughts, 45 seconds.
I mean, they should have used advantage, the confidence that he would have derived from having a brilliant Indian season in Test cricket, wherein he scored 3 centuries. He should have been batting at number 3. His best figures have come in at number 3 for Kings 11 Punjab. Even in the last season, wherein he scored around 300 runs, he scored at a strike rate of 145 and an average of 25, which is really, really good for somebody who's coming in at number 3. So, because of the crowded top order by the team management opting for 4 overseas batters, somebody like a Manan Vora or somebody like a Wriddhiman Saha haven't really been utilized to their optimum.
Alright, that's it. Answer that you have for Wriddhiman Saha. Will things change as it comes crunch time for Kings 11? Well, we will find out. Let's move to the playing 11s that both Sanjay Bangar and Akash Chopra now have spent some time picking. It's extremely important to get this right for Punjab more than Kolkata. But yeah, Kolkata, good luck predicting what they're going to do. Even if they get the 11 right, you don't know what they'll do in that 11. Let's have a look at the first 11 that we've got for the Kings 11 Punjab. And I'm amazed that Akash Chopra has picked them. So we've given Sanjay Bangar a break. Something he hasn't done for 4 years is not pick up Kings 11 side. Now, Akash, have you made changes? T. Natarajan goes out. Breaking news, Matt Henry comes in. Hashim Amla and David Miller have left for international duty, which of course leaves them the option of opening with Manan Vora and Martin Guptill. You keep Gurkirat in that team. 45 seconds for you to take me through that.
Okay, so you can kill me right away because I'm going to say something preposterous. Not having Amla in the side is perhaps a blessing in disguise. Yes, I'm saying that for a simple reason that now they're forced to play an overseas bowler because all this while everybody has been saying there is Matt Henry available, play him, but they haven't. They've gone with 4 overseas batsmen. They don't have that luxury now, though I do know that there is Dan Sammy waiting in the wings, but I'm picking Matt Henry, and therefore Manan Vora also gets to bat at the right numbers. Wriddhiman Saha will be pushed up the order and everything might just fall in place. But then that's my side. Don't think it's going to happen. It might still be Darren Sammy.
Are you going? I have to get you in. I can't let go without asking you. Will they pick Darren Sammy or Matt Henry? I know you would want them to pick Matt Henry, but will they pick Sammy or Henry?
Unlikely in this thing. I think Matt Henry, we would see Matt Henry in action.
What has Matt Henry done? 2 months in India. Poor Matt Henry. Anyway, let's move. Kolkata side. Maybe Sanjay will have a little more. We're giving him a respite because he's called for Matt Henry to play for Punjab. It's not happened. But for Kolkata, what are the changes he makes? So he brings in Kuldeep Yadav back for Piyush Chawla, who played at the Chinnaswamy. Ankit Rajput keeps his place. So that's interesting, Sanjay. You've gone for a toss-up between Chris Woakes and Nathan Coulter-Nile, and not at the expense of Colin de Grandin, who's been used only as a batsman by Gautam Gambhir in the last few games. Robin Uthappa, if fit, would take Sheldon Jackson's place, and you want to put Sunil Narine anywhere in the top order. Good luck with you. But your thoughts? I'm interested to know why you've gone for the toss-up between Woakes and Coulter-Nile. 45 seconds to you.
Coulter-Nile has only played 6 games in the tournament so far, and out of those 6 games, he has played 4 games in Kolkata. So maybe they are more happy playing him at Kolkata. Apart from that, I opted for Kuldeep Yadav purely for the reason that he had the Australian batsman in trouble. He got Maxwell out to a brilliant delivery in Dharamsala. Has also got Sean Marsh in some difficulty. So with the top order consisting of 2 Australians and 1 New Zealander, you still want to have a bowler who is capable of spinning the ball both ways, and hence I've opted for him over Piyush Chawla. Apart from that, because there is still a place for an Indian seamer, I've went ahead and picked Rajput because he's been pretty impressive with his pace and attitude here.
Right, thank you very much, Sanjay Bangar. Akash Chopra, that Hooters signs a wrap. I will have you two for this game on our live show, so I will not ask for predictions just yet. Do join us 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time on the site as well as on our Facebook page. Sanjay and Akash will be looking ahead to that game. You'll get predictions and we'll have some fun looking at what eventually the Kings 11 go with in their playing 11. Good luck, Darren Sammy and Matt Henry. Catch our content on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you before that game. Bye-bye.